Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to 10 things that only exist in America, and yeah, we're going to check this out. It's Watch Mojo, so I apologize if you don't like Watch Mojo because a lot of people don't, but yeah, we're going to check this out anyway. Links are also in the description to my Patreon where you can see reactions that I can't post to YouTube, and let's just jump into this.
You're number one on my menu. Now supersize it!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things that only exist in America.
Only in America, baby. Only in America.
For this list, we'll be looking at products or traditions that you'll struggle to find outside of the United States. Is there anything on this list that you think should go global? Anything that you hope never spreads anywhere? Let us know your opinions in the comments. Number 10, garbage disposals. Who needs a garbage can when you can toss your food?
See, every time I see this, I wish this was a thing here. But also, there must be some horrible injuries from this, right?
Food in the sink.
Now there's no evidence to tie us to the kidnapping.
Waste units attached to kitchen sinks are quite popular in the United States, as they are installed in approximately 50% of homes across the nation. However, if you're outside of the USA, you'll have trouble finding one.
You should talk to my husband. Garbage disposal?
In a ton of countries in Europe, garbage disposals are actually banned for their negative environmental impact.
I guess they are quite bad for the environment, but it must make it a lot easier because the sinks get disgusting. So the fact you can just throw it all down there does make it a lot more convenient. But where does it actually go? I don't really understand where it will go. Is it like a separate section where the food goes to where the water goes, or does it also go in the same area?
While most waste disposal is generally bad for the earth, using a disposal pumps trash through the water system, which wastes water as well.
Listen, you can think what you want about my personal hygiene, but please don't waste any water. That's bad policy.
Number 9, spray cheese.
Oh, spray on cheese. This is great.
What the hell is this?
Who would have guessed that American cheese is strictly American?
Yeah,
While
this doesn't need to be... Garbage disposal, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. This is no thank you.
Sliced delicacy is exclusive to the United States. It isn't the only cheese that other countries can't get their hands on.
I love American cheese. English cheese is so blue, it's angry. American cheese is like a bed you can just fall into.
While some folks treat cheese like an art form, others don't mind a more mechanical approach to the food. Cheese in a can, or spray cheese, or easy cheese is an extremely American snack food. And let's be real, it's a super weird product that probably shouldn't exist anywhere. Why are we spraying our food onto other food?
Spray cheese from the famous family of aerosol cheeses.
Number 8, free refills.
Can't go wrong with a free refill. I mean, come on now.
Oh, waiter, we'll have another round.
Refills are still free, right?
Yeah, they're still free.
While Americans are accustomed to having their drink of choice constantly replenished, this isn't commonplace in restaurants outside of the United States. In fact, it's a bit of a unique luxury for visitors. However, for others, it's too gluttonous to be enjoyed. New York and Massachusetts have even attempted to limit the prevalence of free refills as a way to make residents more conscious of their sugar intake.
That's good. More. Refill. Free!
Where is it going?
Wait, drinking an unlimited amount of soda is bad for you? We need to make some calls.
I mean, I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
Number 7, everything supersized.
I still remember in high school when we watched Supersize Me. This is the show, right? Is this Supersize Me? Where he just had McDonald's, and the sizes of the things. I know now, but when I first saw this, I was so baffled. Like the insane sizes of the drinks and stuff. Don't get me wrong. If I could get a supersized milkshake, I goddamn would, because I get the large milkshakes from McDonald's. If I can get a bigger one, I 100% would. But it doesn't mean it's right. You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna have to go supersize.
Wouldn't the supersize just be a size large? Or maybe an extra large? Or an extra large? Or, okay, we'll stop.
Extra large.
This American food trend is most notably used by the fast food chain McDonald's, which added the additional size option to upsell their meals for a small fee. While this may seem like a bargain, the quantity of the supersized portions is clearly unhealthy. This has become a food retail trend that is unique to America, although there has been a push to eliminate this abundant option from restaurants.
You saw Supersize Me?
Oh, no. But when that movie came out, they canceled supersizing.
So I started getting number 1 and chicken selects. But when they went back to supersizing, so did I. And now my body was addicted to the selects.
Number 6, Black Friday madness. If
See,
you've ever
yeah.
rushed out at...
We do have Black Friday in the UK now. It's definitely a thing that's growing over time, but I know in the US it's wild to a level that I can't imagine. But is it like, because for Black Friday basically they just lower the prices on loads of things? Is it actually like lowering the prices, or is it just the prices that they used to be anyway, and now because they've upped the prices so much they just bring it back down to the normal prices? It seems crazy. Because I feel like Black Friday, don't get me wrong, there are some deals you can get that are pretty good, but I feel like some of them are just a bit a bit misleading. But again, maybe that's just in the UK, and in the US you really can get a TV for £5, you know what I mean? Or $5, when it would be $5,000 beforehand. You get a 99.9% discount. 99.9% discount? I don't know. 1,000% discount. I don't know how I can say it, but just crazy deals pretty much.
After Thanksgiving dinner to snag a good deal, you may be an American.
If I could just get everybody describing what Black Friday means to them, that would be cool. Hey, that's a new camera.
The United States isn't the only country in the world to have some version of Black Friday, but America did originate the unofficial holiday in 1952. And for that reason, U.S. Black Friday is by far the most intense.
Happy holidays, Brit. And to you, my friend.
Each year, countless people get into physical altercations
Oh,
over sales and items in stores. Some folks will even line up the day before to get into their favorite stores.
Still, surely nowadays with the internet, people don't do that. I can understand maybe, 10 years ago when this would be the way you'd buy your stuff, but now, I mean, unless the discounts just aren't on the internet, I'm sure there are though. People will still line up for that. I mean, fair enough, but that couldn't be me, man.
Instead of spending time with their families on Thanksgiving.
Black Friday, then Thanksgiving.
Love Black Friday.
Number 5, white bread. This entry is the best thing since sliced bread.
What?
Because it
The only thing that exists, we have white bread in the UK, and I feel like it's throughout the world.
is
Sliced bread? Wow, that's the best thing since, well, ever.
sliced white sandwich bread is a rarity in any country other than the United States. And quite frankly, most people who didn't grow up eating it usually aren't its biggest fans.
Sorry?
Man, I hate white bread.
Better go round her up before Bigfoot here eats everything in sight.
Traditional white bread is
White bread is everywhere.
softer and more sweet than other types of bread, which may be an unwelcome change for some. Similarly to the spray cheese in comparison to real cheese, white bread can be viewed as a lesser-than form of the baked good. But if you're in America, you're likely to find a pack in most households.
Refrigerator Meg here, having one of my favorite snacks, French fry sandwiches on white bread.
What's happened to her feet?
Bad sugars and starches are the bomb.
Number 4, Girl Scout cookies.
How'd you get in here?
Girl Scout cookies get you in anywhere.
We'll take 2 boxes of Thin Mints and a plane ticket.
I don't even understand what these are still. Like, Girl Scout cookies, what is... I don't get it, because Girl Scouts is like a club, right? Isn't it? Or was it a brand? I'm very confused with Girl Scout cookies, so I always hear about them, but I don't really understand where the name comes from. Like, maybe I hope they'll explain it here, because I'm still not really sure.
Get to the States. These delicious treats are sold exclusively by the Girl Scouts of the United States of America.
So they make these cookies.
And that's the only place where they're distributed as well.
Just a couple more boxes. It's no big deal, right? I'm cool. You gotta help me out with a couple more boxes.
The cookies have become extremely popular and
So they make the cookies. The Girl Scouts make the cookies. And they're like a massive brand. That's actually really cool. How did they manage to make this such a popular cookie? That is so wild to me.
Profitable for the organization, as they sell around 200 million boxes each year.
Oh, that's a lot of Girl Scout cookies.
You know me, I'm from India. I can't resist children begging.
Some brands have emulated the flavors of the traditional Girl Scout cookies, but if you want to try the real thing, you'll have to take a trip to the USA. Number 3, voting before drinking. This math doesn't quite add up.
Anything you want, not money related.
Your Razor scooter.
Done.
And a fake ID.
No, that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna let you drink.
So we can vote, dumbass.
In the United States, the legal drinking age is 21, while the national voting age is 18. This is a very uncommon disparity since most countries around the world allow consumption of alcohol at 18 years old along with the right to vote.
22, you graduate college. 21, you're suddenly allowed to be an alcoholic. 20, you lose your virginity. Right. 19's your last teen year. 18, you get to vote. 17, you get to drive. 16's your sweet 16. 15's your quinceanera.
Why is America so different? Well, at the time that prohibition had been repealed in 1933, the voting age had also been 21. This kept things simple at the time until the voting age was lowered in 1971 following the draft of the Vietnam War. Perhaps we'll see another amendment adjusting these age restrictions in the future.
Oh, I'm not 18 yet. You know, it's funny, I can drink, but I can't vote.
Well, I'll be definitely getting my vote on.
Hey!
Number 2, imperial units.
This table, it's in square centimeters. I read it as square meters. Do you know what that means?
That Americans can't handle the metric system?
Okay, the United States isn't the only place on Earth to use the imperial measurement system, but it's pretty close. The only other 2 places in the world that use imperial units are Liberia and Myanmar. If you're an American, it may be shocking to learn that most of the globe doesn't measure in inches, feet, and miles. But in reality, anyone who lives anywhere else has been using the metric system for decades.
Technically, this route is 73 meters longer than the highway.
Meters, Velma? I don't even know what that means. What are we, in Europe?
It seems silly not to adjust to the most common system. But in reality, there are many ways Americans use the metric system every day. Drinks come in liters, and 5-kilometer runs are super popular.
To the metric system.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified. If you're on your phone, make number 1, pharmaceutical commercials.
When I'm at a multiracial picnic...
Bro, this is going to be such a crazy fucking reenactment. This is factor, because sometimes when I stream sports that I can't watch in the UK, I will have US, basically just US channels or whatever. And then when it goes to the adverts, you'll see some of the commercials, and it will be like, it will just be some wild thing to do with, I don't know, medicines and stuff. And it's just like, wow, this is a completely different world to what I'm used to.
Commercials.
When I'm at a multiracial picnic for some reason, the last thing I want to do is have a stroke. And thanks to once daily sanguelto, I can eat potato salad with chuckling strangers with the confidence of someone who knows he's 12% less likely to suffer a stroke recurrence.
America has some of the most expensive healthcare in the world, to the point where many people struggle to pay for basic medical needs. But this isn't the only oddity in respects to medical care specific to America.
Some people have had changes in behavior, such as hostility, depressed mood, and homicidal thoughts and actions while taking Chantix. If you notice...
Oh, I thought this was a real advert for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Changes in behavior, such as a powerful, overwhelming desire to kill the person you love most, call your doctor right away.
Besides New Zealand, the United States is the only other country that legally permits drug companies to advertise on television. Pharmaceutical ads have put lots of money in the pockets of those companies, but have caused a slew of misdiagnoses across the country in return. We'd like to hope that this practice ends sometime soon and that it doesn't spread anywhere else.
In fact, one analysis claimed that in 2013, 9 out of the top 10 drug makers spent more on marketing than they did on research.
Oh, by the way, how did this guy get so famous in the US? Because he's British, so I see his face quite a lot. I don't know how he got so big in the US. I don't really know who he is. And when did he become famous? I don't know. Wait, John Oliver. Who is John Oliver? So was he big in the UK before then? I don't really know who he is. I'm gonna be honest. If he wants to load. Oh, so he wasn't on the BBC before. Then he just moved to the US, I guess. Fair enough. The more you know. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Things only in the US. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.